now we're at season 14 and I decided to change shirt, yeah! But still it's the same day as the previous two. So we have a season consisting of 26 episodes divided into 6 serials. Just like last season, they are 4-parters, all of them, except the last story, which is a 6-parter, and it was it aired from the 4th of September 1976 up until the 2nd of April 1977. And let's see here, so let's see which number it starts on. The first story is story number 86. So story number 86, which was called The Masque of Mandragora, which is a story where there is this sort of cult-ish thing, and they encounter the Mandragora helix, which is sort of deadly. Yeah, not much to say about this one because I don't remember much of it right now, but it has one of my favorite TARDIS consoles in this one, which they changed to in the start of this one because they decided that they wanted a new one, and what they did was that the Doctor went. It starts with Sarah Jane and the Doctor going around the TARDIS, and they go into this console room, and the Doctor decides, hey, let's put this one back in action and put it at the front. So they use that one to steer, just like in some, I think it's Journey to the Center of the TARDIS, where in the Matt Smith's era, where they go into an old control room and it gets erased or something. I don't remember that story much either. Yeah. Well, it takes place in 15th century San Martino, this one. Yeah. 4-parter, story number 86. Story number 87 is a story where we say farewell to Sarah Jane Smith in The Hand of Fear, which is where they find this hand which pretty much possesses Sarah Jane. And at the end of this one, Tom Baker gets a call from Gallifrey and has to leave Sarah Jane behind. So that's the way we say goodbye, and it's a really, really good farewell scene, I think. Now we get story number, let's see, 86, 87, story number 88, The Deadly Assassin. Was it 88, or am I saying this wrong right now? I really need to check, because no, it was 88 actually. Okay, The Deadly Assassin, which is one of few companion-free stories, which doesn't happen that much. And it has the Doctor trying to solve this crime at Gallifrey with the assassination of the president on Gallifrey. And also, it has the Master for the first time in his decayed form, which looks like this. And I think it's this one where he was played by Geoffrey Beevers. And what's interesting about him is that, he was married to Caroline John, who you might remember as Liz Shaw back in season 7. Yeah, so really great story, and it ends with the Doctor getting to leave Gallifrey again and continue on his adventures, which happens on a planet in the story The Face of Evil, story number 89, and it features Leela for the first time. What I like about Leela is that, well, she's one of few companions which are sort of strong, not the stereotypical female companion they used before, which are mainly there for screams. So she's a warrior and a warrior of the Seva team, and the Doctor ends up on a planet and is called the Evil One because it turns out that, well, as you see here, his face is carved into a rock, and what has happened is that, well, I don't want to spoil that for you, but the Doctor has been there before, and the things he did then affects what happens there today. So at the end of this story, Leela comes along with the Doctor and follows him along in story number 90, which is found on the Revisitations 3 box set, and it's called Robots of Death. And what's funny about this one, Robots of Death, well, not funny, but, well, in this four-parter has a quote, which is on this bag I have here. So I'm gonna read that one. To the rational mind, nothing is inexplicable, only unexplained. Robots of Death, 1977. Yeah. And, well, this is a story which has this spaceship where there are robot servants, and, well, some of them sort of malfunction and turn evil. And when they get out of the struggle in this one, they end up in the last story of this season, which is called The Talons of Weng-Chiang, which can be found on the Revisitations 1 box set. Well, the special edition can be found there. And this story is quite interesting because this is one of few stories where the Doctor doesn't wear his trademark scarf. Instead he wears Sherlock Holmes sort of outfit. And also this one, for those who listen to Big Finish, has the appearance of Jago and Lightfoot, which now has their own spin-off series through Big Finish. I was thought of giving them a spin-off series on television, but that never happened. But now they had their chance later. So this story ends that one, and it also has this sort of, well, living puppet, which is, yeah, pretty creepy sometimes, and it also has giant rats and lots of stuff, and it's, well, it's a 6-parter. It's not one of my favorite stories. It's a good story, but it's not one of my favorite actually. So this one is like one of few stories that I'm not the biggest fan of, but it's a really good story. It takes place in England in like the late 19th century. Yeah. No, not late 19th. Early 19th century. Am I right there? I'm not sure right now. Yeah. Well, it takes place in the 19th century, but I'm not sure exactly when. And yeah, it's about this magician as well, called Weng-Chiang. Yeah, I'm just dragging out here because I'm not that, well, I don't have much to say about this one because, as I said, it's not one of my favorites, which means that I don't remember too much about it, unfortunately. But other people think it's a good story, and good for you, so you can enjoy it more than I can. Yeah, so that's this season, which had story number 86, The Masque of Mandragora, story number 87, The Hand of Fear, story number 89, The Deadly Assassin, story number 90, The Face of Evil, story number 91, The Robots of Death, and story number 82, The Talons, 92, The Talons of Weng-Chiang, 6-parter, and the rest are 4-parters. And I'm just gonna check that I said all this right before I leave you, and I did not say it right. So let's take this one more time. 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, because I missed the number 88. I don't know how to count, apparently. Okay, well, that's it for today, and that's it for season 14. I can count to 14 at least. Yeah. I'll see you when we do season 15, or some other place. I might see you, I don't know. Adios!